Hello and welcome to SonicSage English. I'm Julia, and now we're going to practice English together slowly, clearly, and step by step. Today, we have a very special topic. It is a topic for everyone who loves to learn. It is about reading and remembering. Have you ever read a page in a book? You read all the words, from the top of the page to the bottom. You look at every sentence, and then you stop. You think, what did I just read? And your mind is empty. It is a blank page. You cannot remember one idea, not one thing. It feels like your brain is a bucket with a little hole. You pour wonderful knowledge in, but it all leaks out. It all drains away. This feeling can be sad, can make you feel not so good. You might think, maybe I'm not a good reader. Maybe my memory is bad. But I want to tell you a secret. The problem is not you. Your brain is not broken. Your memory is not bad. The problem is the way you are reading. And today, we are going to change that. We are going to find a new way, a better way, a fun way. What if I told you that you already have a powerful tool for memory? It is a tool you have had your whole life. And today, you will learn how to use it. By the end of our time together, you will know how to lock information in your mind. You will make it so strong you will not forget it. This is not a difficult trick. It is a very old and proven way to remember. It turns your own body into a palace for your memories. A memory palace, this will help you remember things clearly. If you are ready to stop wasting time reading, and if you are ready to start really learning, then stay with me. Your brain is about to get a beautiful upgrade. Thank you for spending your time with me. I am so grateful you are here. Before we start, I have a small request. If you enjoy our time together today, please think about following or subscribing to our podcast. It is a small click for you, but it helps our community grow. It helps us reach more English learners just like you. Thank you so much. I am also very curious. Where are you listening from today? Are you in Vietnam? Or India? Or Ethiopia? Or somewhere else in our beautiful world? It makes me so happy to think of us all learning together, all around the globe. You can tell me in the comments if you like. I love to read them. Okay, let's begin. Section 1. The problem. Why we forget. First, let's understand the problem. Why do we forget what we read? Think of it like building a strong house for your memories. Before we build the house, we need to know why the walls are weak. We need to fix the leaks. The main reason you forget is something called passive reading. Passive reading. What is passive reading? It is what many of us learned in school. It is when your eyes move across the page. They see the words. They recognize the letters. And you think, because I am seeing the words, I am learning them, you just assume the information is going into your brain. Imagine you are sitting by a beautiful river. You are watching the water flow by. You see the river. You know it is there. But you are not touching the water. You are not swimming in it. You are not playing with it. You are just watching. The river of information is flowing past your brain, but it leaves almost nothing behind. This is passive reading. It is like watching the river. It is not active. It is not engaged. And this leads to a little trap for our minds. The trap is called the illusion of competence. That sounds like a big phrase, but the idea is very simple. It is the feeling that you know something just because it looks familiar. You have seen it before. Think about highlighting a book. You have a bright yellow marker. You read a sentence you think is important. You pull the marker over the words, and your brain feels a little bit of happiness. Yes, your brain says, I got it. I have this information now. But you have not got it. You have just marked it. You have put a yellow color on it. Later, you look at the page again. Your brain sees the yellow text. It looks familiar, and your brain thinks, ah, yes, I know this. But knowing you have seen something before is not the same as remembering it. Seeing is recognition. It is passive. You need something to help you remember, like seeing the yellow color. Remembering is recall. Recall is active. It is pulling the information out of your brain with no help from nothing. In life, you do not have yellow markers to help you. Life asks you to remember things actively. So passive reading is a problem, and there is another problem. Our brains are not made to remember everything. That is a surprise, right? We think our brains should be like computers, saving everything. But our brains are actually designed to forget. They are forgetting machines. Why? Because every day we see and hear so many things. So much information comes to us. If our brains tried to keep everything, it would be too much. Our brains would be too full. They would be overloaded. So our brains have become very good at forgetting. Your brain is always working. It is always deciding. Is this information important? Should I keep it? Or is this information trash? Should I throw it away? If you do not give your brain a strong signal, a signal that says this is important, please keep this, then your brain will let it go. It will prune it away, like a gardener cutting old leaves from a plant. And sometimes this happens in just a few minutes. This is not just an idea, this is a real thing. Many years ago in 1885, a German man named Hermann Ebbinghaus studied this. He was a psychologist. He created something we now call the forgetting curve. A curve is like a line that goes down. It shows how quickly we forget things. His research was very surprising. He showed that if you do not try to remember something, you can forget 70% of new information in just 24 hours. Think about that for a moment. Imagine you read a book yesterday. You learn 10 new ideas. Today, 7 of those 10 ideas are probably gone, vanished from your memory. And after 1 week, it gets even worse. After 1 week, you might forget 90%. That means 9 out of 10 ideas are gone. Only 1 is left. This forgetting curve is real. It is how our brains work. Memory is not a strong box that locks things away forever. A memory is more like an echo, a sound that repeats and then fades away. If you do nothing, the echo just disappears. Passive reading, just watching the words go by, creates a very, very quiet echo, a tiny whisper. It does not have a chance to stay. It will fade away very fast. So the problem is clear now, isn't it? First, we are using a bad strategy. Passive reading, it does not work. Second, we are fighting against our brain's natural way of working. Our brain wants to forget things that are not important. So we need a new strategy, a better strategy. We need a way to shout at our brain, to say, hey, this idea right here, this is very important. Do not delete this one. Carve it into the walls of your mind. And that is exactly what our new method will do. We will call it the body palace technique. And it is wonderful, and it is fun. Are you ready to learn the solution? Let's go. Section 2. The solution. The body palace and the pie method. The solution is not to work harder. You do not need to read for more hours. The solution is to work smarter. It is about changing how you read. You will change from a passive person watching the river to an active person swimming and playing in the water. You will become an active participant in your own learning. The method we will use is very powerful. Memory experts call it the method of loci. Loci is just a word for places, so it is the method of places, or a more beautiful name, the memory palace. Many studies show that this method helps people remember so much more. Sometimes people can remember 2 times more information or even more. This idea is very, very old. The story of where it came from is fascinating. It comes from ancient Greece around the year 477 BC. There was a poet. His name was Simonides of Chios. One day, Simonides was at a big dinner party, a banquet. He was in a large hall with many people. For a moment, he stepped outside. And just at that moment, something terrible happened. The roof of the hall collapsed. It fell down and sadly, it killed everyone inside. The bodies were so damaged, no one could recognize them. It was a very sad situation. But then Simonides did something amazing. He closed his eyes. He mentally walked through the hall. He pictured the room in his mind just as it was before, and he remembered where each person was sitting. He could say, "This person was sitting, and that person was sitting over there." By remembering their places, he could identify every single person. From this sad event, he realized something very important. He realized a deep truth about our brains. Our brains are amazing at remembering places. We are not so good at remembering abstract things, like names or numbers or difficult ideas. But our memory for places, our spatial memory is so strong, it is incredibly good. So the memory palace idea was born. You use a place you know very well, like your house, and you put the things you want to remember in different rooms. Today, we will use a modern version of this, a version that is just for you. We will call it the body palace technique. Instead of a building, we will use the place we know best in the whole world, a place that is always with us, our own body. We will use our body as our palace, and we will combine this with a very simple 3-step process. A memory expert named Jim Quick calls this the pie method. Pie. Like a delicious pie you can eat. This makes it easy to remember. PIE stands for P is for place. I is for imagine. E is for entwine. Place, imagine, entwine. Let's look at each step. Let's break it down. It is very easy and very fun. First, P is for place. The first step is to choose your places. We call them loci. These are specific spots in a specific order. We already know our brains are amazing with places. When you link a boring abstract idea to a real physical place, you give your brain a strong hook. It is like putting a hook on a wall to hang your coat. The memory now has a place to hang. It will not fall down. You are not just remembering what the idea is. You are connecting it to a where, and this makes the memory so much stronger. So P is for place. Next, I is for imagine. This is where the magic really starts. This is the fun part. Our brains do not remember boring things. Think about your day yesterday. What do you remember? Do you remember brushing your teeth? Probably not. It is boring. Do you remember if a purple elephant walked past your window? Yes. You would remember that forever. Our brains remember things that are different, things that are unusual, vivid, emotional, funny, strange. So the key is to turn a dry, boring idea from a book into a rich, colorful, and crazy mental picture. You need to make an image in your mind. The more silly the image is, the more strange, the more exaggerated, the better. Why? Because strange and funny images wake up your brain. They tell your brain's emotion center, "Hey, look at this. This is interesting." And when your brain's emotion center gets excited, it is like a big flashing neon sign, a sign that says, "This is important. Save this memory. Do not forget this." So you need to use your imagination. You need to see the picture in your mind. You need to hear it. You need to feel it. Make it a full experience. So I is for imagine. Finally, E is for endwine. Endwine is a beautiful word. It means to twist things together so they become one, like two vines growing together. This is the final step. You bring the place and the image together. You take that crazy vivid image you just created, and you mentally place it onto your chosen location, onto your place. You entwine them, you connect them, you fuse them together. The image should be doing something with the location, interacting with it in a way you will not forget. You want to create a mental movie scene, a scene so strong that you cannot think of the location without the crazy image popping into your head. They are connected forever. So the whole process is very simple. First, you pick places on your body. Second, you turn information into a crazy picture. Third, you connect the picture to the place. PIE, place, imagine, entwine. This changes everything. Reading is no longer a passive, boring thing. It becomes an active, creative, and fun process. You are not just a reader anymore. You are a movie director. You are the director of the movie in your mind. This active, fun process. This is our secret weapon. This is how we fight the forgetting curve. This is how we tell our brain this is important. Remember this. Section 3, the tutorial. Part 1, building your palace. Okay, enough talk. It is time to do it. Let's start building. I invite you to do this with me. If you can, it is good to stand up for this part. If you are sitting, that is okay. Just sit up straight and be present. The goal is to feel a real connection, a physical connection, and a mental connection to these spots on your body. We are going to choose 13 special places, 13 loci. We will move from the top of your body all the way to the bottom. As I say each place, I want you to touch it with your hand. Don't just tap it quickly. Press on it for a moment. Bring all of your attention to that spot. Feel it. This physical touch will make your body palace much, much stronger. It helps to build a powerful link. Are you ready? Let's begin building your palace. Number 1. The very top of your head. Please place your hand on the top of your head, right on the crown. Feel your hair. Feel the shape of your head. Bring all of your attention there. This is your first anchor point, your first special place. Number 2, your nose. Now bring your finger and touch the tip of your nose. You can wiggle your nose a little. This is a great spot. It is right in the middle of your face, easy to find, easy to remember, your nose. Number 3, your mouth. You can gently tap your teeth with your finger, or you can run your tongue over your teeth. Your mouth is a place full of feeling and sensation. A very dynamic location. Your mouth. Number 4, your chin. Now please hold your chin. Feel the bone under the skin. It is a solid, strong point on your face, your chin. Number 5, your chest. Place your flat hand on the center of your chest, on your breastbone or sternum. Feel your chest move up and down as you breathe. Connect with that feeling, your chest. Number 6, your stomach. Move your hand down, place it on your stomach, around your belly button. This is the center, the core of your body, your stomach. Number 7, your hips. Now put your hands on your hips like you are standing proudly. Feel the big pelvic bones on each side. This is a very strong structural part of your body, your hips. Number 8, your seat. Go ahead and pat the chair you're sitting on, or if you are standing, pat your seat, your bottom. This is the foundation that you sit on, your seat. Number 9, your thighs. Now slap your thighs with your hands. Gently, of course. Feel the large, strong muscles there. These are some of the most powerful muscles in your body. Your thighs. Number 10, your knees. Now bend down a little and touch your knees. Feel your kneecaps. These are the important joints that let your legs bend. The hinges of your legs, your knees. Number 11, your shins. Run your hands down the front of your lower legs over the hard bones there. These are your shin bones. This is a very clear and distinct area, your shins. Number 12, your ankles. Now reach down and hold one of your ankles. Feel the interesting joint. All the little bones that connect your leg and your foot, your ankles. And number 13, the tops of your feet. Finally, tap the tops of your feet. This is the end of our journey down the body. This is the foundation you stand on, the tops of your feet. Wonderful, you have done it. You have just created the map, the blueprint for your first body palace. These 13 spots are now your mental storage hooks. They are empty hooks, waiting to be filled with knowledge, waiting to be furnished. Now comes the really fun part. Let's put some memories in our new palace. Section 4. The PI method in action. Our palace is built. The structure is ready. Now it is time to furnish it. It is time to decorate our palace with ideas. And we are not going to memorize something boring. We are not going to memorize a list of things to buy at the store. No. We are going to memorize something interesting and useful. We are going to memorize the main ideas from a best-selling book. The book is called 12 and a Half. It is by a famous person named Gary Vaynerchuk. In this book, he talks about 12 important emotional skills. He believes these skills are very important for a happy and successful life, plus 1/2 skill that he is still working on. So 12 and a half skills. This is perfect for our 13 spots. We will take each skill. We will use our PI method, place, imagine, and twine. We will turn each skill into a crazy, funny image. We can even use some of his cartoon characters called V-Friends to help us imagine. And then we will entwine that image with our body locations. Let's do this together slowly, step by step. Number 1, the first skill. Our first place is the top of your head. Touch the top of your head again. The first skill is gratitude. What is gratitude? Gratitude is the feeling of being thankful. It is showing that you appreciate the good things in your life. It is saying thank you. Now let's imagine and entwine. Let's make a picture. Imagine a giant gorilla, a huge 500-pound gorilla. He is the gratitude gorilla, and he is sitting on the top of your head. Can you feel the weight? He is very heavy, but he is very friendly. and he is giving you a scalp massage with his big fingers. A vigorous massage. Feel his huge furry fingers on your head, and as he massages your scalp, he is grunting softly. He says, "Thank you. Thank you for this wonderful hair." See the big, happy, grateful smile on his face. It is a silly picture, isn't it? A giant gorilla on your head saying thank you. That is the point. It is unforgettable. Lock it in. See it. Feel it. Hear it. Top of the head. Gratitude gorilla. Gratitude. Number 2. Our second place is your nose. Touch the tip of your nose. The second skill is self-awareness. What is self-awareness? It is knowing yourself very well, knowing your good sides and your bad sides, your strengths and your weaknesses. Now let's imagine and entwine. Let's create our movie scene. Picture a very small rabbit, a hare. This is the self-aware hare, and he is sitting right on the tip of your nose. He is holding a tiny, tiny mirror, and he is looking at himself in the mirror. He is studying his own reflection. You can feel his little whiskers twitching on your skin. It tickles a little. He looks up from his mirror and winks at you. He says in a tiny voice, "You have to know yourself to grow yourself." You can even smell the carrot on his breath. This is so strange. A rabbit on your nose with a mirror. That is why you will remember it. Lock it in. Connect that image to your nose. Nose, self-aware. Hair, self-awareness. Number 3. Our third place is your mouth. Open your mouth a little. The third skill is accountability. What is accountability? It is taking responsibility for what you do. It is saying, "I did this, and I accept the results." No excuses. Now let's imagine and entwine. This one is very strange. Imagine you open your mouth, but instead of teeth, you have a big group of tiny ants, a colony of ants. They are the accountable ants. Each ant is wearing a little green hat, a visor, and each ant is carrying a tiny calculator, an abacus. You can feel them marching around on your gums, clicking their little calculators. They are counting every word you say. They are making sure everything is correct and honest. It feels very strange. A tickling, crawling feeling. They are holding you accountable for your words. Lock it in. It's a crazy image you will not forget. Mouth accountable ants. Accountability. Number 4. Our fourth place is your chin. Please touch your chin. The fourth skill is optimism. What is optimism? It is being hopeful. It is feeling confident and positive about the future, believing that good things will happen. Now let's imagine and entwine. Let's make a happy picture. An otter is balancing perfectly on your chin. An optimistic otter. He is juggling 3 shiny golden balls. The balls are glowing with warm light. You can feel his soft, wet fur on your skin. It feels smooth. Oh no, he drops one of the glowing balls. It bounces off your chin. But the otter does not get sad. He does not get angry. He just giggles a happy otter giggle, and he keeps juggling the other 2 balls. He is full of pure, positive energy. He radiates optimism. Lock that happy, hopeful feeling onto your chin. Chin optimistic otter. Optimism. Number 5. Our fifth place is your chest. Put your hand on the center of your chest. The fifth skill is empathy. What is empathy? Empathy is a very special skill. It is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person, to feel what they feel. Now let's imagine and entwine. Let's create a warm and gentle image. A wise, kind, gentle elephant is sitting on your chest, the empathy elephant, and his giant, soft ears are wrapped around your neck like a warm scarf. You can feel the heavy, comforting weight on your chest. It is not a bad weight. It is a safe, grounding weight. The elephant's job is to listen, to truly hear what other people are feeling with his big ears. You can feel a warmth spreading from your chest all through your body. That warmth is empathy. Lock it in. Feel that deep connection. Chest, empathy, elephant, empathy. Number 6. Our 6th place is your stomach. Place your hand on your stomach. The 6th skill is kindness. What is kindness? It is being friendly, being generous, being compassionate, and helping others. Now let's imagine and entwine. Let's make a sweet picture. A kind kudu is here. A kudu is a beautiful type of antelope with long spiral horns. This kind kudu is gently touching your belly button with its nose. It is nuzzling you. Look at its horns. They are not sharp. They are made of soft candy canes, red and white spirals. The kudu uses one of its candy cane horns to gently draw a heart on your stomach. It tickles, and you can smell sweet peppermint. It is an act of pure, gentle kindness. It is a sweet and loving feeling. Lock it in. Stomach, kind kudu, kindness. Okay, my friend, let's take a little pause here. Just take a deep breath in and out. We are halfway through our list. We have furnished the top half of our body palace. Can you feel it? Can you feel those strange and funny connections in your mind? The gorilla on your head, the rabbit on your nose. This is a new way of learning. It is active. It is creative. You are doing an amazing job. If you are having a light bulb moment right now, if you feel excited about this new way to learn, then please take 1 second and hit that subscribe or follow button. It is free for you, and it tells me that you are enjoying this. It lets me know that you are getting value from our time together. Thank you for your support. Okay, are you ready to continue? We have 7 more wonderful skills to lock into our palace. Let's get back to it. You are doing great. Number 7. Our 7th place is your hips. Put your hands on your hips again. The 7th skill is tenacity. What a strong word, tenacity. What does it mean? Tenacity means you don't give up. You are persistent. You are relentless. You keep going, even when things are hard. Now let's imagine and entwine. Let's create a busy, energetic image. Imagine your hips are a giant hill of dirt, and inside this hill, thousands and thousands of termites are working. Tenacious termites. They are building a huge, complex city inside your hips. They are working tirelessly, non-stop. You can feel the vibration of their work deep in your hip bones, a low buzzing feeling. They never stop. They never rest. They never complain. They just build and build and build. Feel that powerful buzzing energy of pure non-stop effort. That is tenacity. Lock it in. Hips, tenacious termites, tenacity. Number 8. Our 8th place is your seat. The chair you are sitting on. The 8th skill is curiosity. What is curiosity? It is a strong feeling of wanting to know something, wanting to learn about something. It is asking why and how. Now let's imagine and entwine. Let's make an inquisitive picture. You are about to sit down, but wait. There is a tall, elegant bird standing on your chair. It is a crane, a curiosity crane. The crane is not looking at you. It is looking at the chair. It is holding a big magnifying glass in its long beak, and it is looking at the fabric of the seat very, very closely. It tilts its long neck from side to side. You can hear it making little quiet sounds. What is this? It is endlessly fascinated by the simple chair. That feeling of wanting to look closer, wanting to understand, that is curiosity. And it is right there on your seat. Lock it in. Seat, curiosity, crane, curiosity. Number 9. Our 9th place is your thighs. Place your hands on your powerful thigh muscles. The 9th skill is patience. What is patience? Patience is the ability to wait, to accept a delay without getting angry or upset, to be calm when things are slow. Now let's imagine and entwine. Let's create a very slow, very calm image. Imagine 2 enormous, very fat, very lazy pigs, patient pigs, and they are lying down across your thighs, one on each thigh. They are very heavy. They are sunbathing. They are sleeping, and they have no plans to move. Anytime soon, you can feel their immense weight on your legs, pinning you down. You can't go anywhere. You have to wait, but you're not angry because they are so calm, so peaceful and content. You can hear them snoring softly. Their calmness makes you feel calm too. That feeling of calm waiting is patience. Lock it in. Thighs, patient pigs, patience. Number 10. Our 10th place is your knees. Touch your kneecaps. The 10th skill is conviction. What is conviction? Conviction is a very strong belief, a belief that you hold firmly. It is a feeling of being absolutely certain about something. Now let's imagine and entwine. Let's make a very strong, unshakable image. Imagine your knees are not made of bone and skin. They are made of solid concrete, hard, gray, unshakable concrete. And marching on top of your concrete knees is a cockroach. But this is a special cockroach, the conviction cockroach. He is wearing a tiny army helmet, and he is marching forward with purpose, with absolute certainty. He knows exactly where he is going. Feel how solid and strong your knees are. Nothing can make them bend. Nothing can stop them. That unstoppable, certain forward movement is conviction. Lock it in. Knees, conviction, cockroach, conviction. Number 11. Our 11th place is your shins. Run your hands down your shins. The 11th skill is humility. What is humility? Humility is having a modest view of yourself. It means you don't think you are more important than other people. You are humble. Now let's imagine and entwine. Let's create a beautiful, gentle image. A tiny, tiny hummingbird is flying in front of your shins. A humble hummingbird. Its wings are beating so fast they are just a blur, and they make a soft humming sound. The hummingbird is so small, but its wings are creating a powerful wind. The wind is so strong, it makes you bow your head a little. It forces you to look down, closer to the ground. It is a physical act of being humbled. Even though the hummingbird has great power, it stays small. It is not boastful. It is unassuming. That is humility. Lock it in. Shin's humble hummingbird. Humility. Number 12. Our 12th place is your ankles. Hold your ankles. The 12th skill is ambition. What is ambition? Ambition is a strong desire to do something great, to achieve a big goal. It is the drive to succeed and move up in the world. Now let's imagine and entwine. Let's create a climbing, soaring image. Look at your ankles. You are not wearing shoes. Instead, strapped to your ankles are two small feathered wings. They are like the wings of an angel, an ambitious angel. These wings are not big enough to make you fly, but they are there to help you climb. Imagine you are climbing a very tall mountain with every step you take upwards. The wings on your ankles flap, 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 flap. They give you a little push, a little boost. They give you the energy and the drive to keep climbing, to keep moving upward towards your goal. That is ambition. Lock it in. Ankles. Ambitious angel. Ambition. Number 12 and a half. The last one. Our final place is your feet. The tops of your feet. Tap them. The final skill is kind candor. Candor means being direct and honest. So kind candor is the ability to tell the truth, to be direct, but to do it with kindness and care. Now let's imagine and entwine. Our last movie scene. You look down at your feet, and there is a kangaroo standing on top of your feet. A kind kangaroo. It is looking up at you with big, gentle brown eyes. It leans in close to you, and it whispers some difficult truth in your ear. Some feedback that is hard to hear. But its voice is incredibly soft and kind. And as it speaks, it uses its little hands to gently pat your foot. The truth might be hard to stand on, but the kindness of the kangaroo makes it feel stable. It makes you feel safe. That beautiful balance of honesty and kindness is kind candor. Lock it in, feet. Kind kangaroo, kind candor, wonderful, absolutely wonderful. You did it. Your body palace is complete. It's fully furnished with 12 and a half important life skills. Section 5. Putting it to the test. The grand recall. My friend, you have done the work. You were an active learner. You built your palace. You created the funny pictures. You connected them. Now for the moment of truth. The exciting part. Let's see if it worked. I want you to trust your mind. Don't try too hard. Just relax and let the images come back to you. They are there. Wait for them. I'm waiting for you. If you can, please stand up again. Let's take a slow mental walk through your body palace together. Are you ready? Here we go. Let's start at the very beginning. Please touch the top of your head. What is there? What is on your head? The big heavy animal, the one giving you a massage. Yes, the gratitude gorilla. So the skill is gratitude. Excellent. See, you know it. Let's keep going. Now please touch your nose. What is on the tip of your nose? What is the tiny animal holding a mirror? The little rabbit. The self-aware hare. So the skill is self-awareness. Fantastic. You are doing it. Let's go to the next one. Now your mouth. What is inside your mouth instead of teeth? The tiny little accountants. Yes, the accountable ants. So the skill is accountability. This is amazing. You are remembering. Keep going. Touch your chin. Who is balancing on your chin? Juggling the golden lights? The playful, happy animal? The optimistic otter? The skill is optimism. Wonderful. Now move to your chest. What is that heavy, warm, comforting weight? The gentle giant with the big ears? The empathy elephant? The skill is empathy. Yes. Now down to your stomach. Who is there, drawing a heart with a candy cane horn? The gentle antelope, the kind kudu. The skill is kindness. You are on a roll. This is incredible. Put your hands on your hips. What is that buzzing, working energy you feel? The tireless little insects building a city, the tenacious termites. The skill is tenacity. Perfect. Now think about your seat. Who is on your chair with a magnifying glass? The inquisitive tall bird. The curiosity crane. The skill is curiosity. Excellent. Now feel the weight on your thighs. What is holding you there, making you wait? The two big, sleeping animals. The patient pigs. The skill is patience. You are doing so well. Let's move to your knees. What are your knees made of? Solid concrete. And who is marching on them with a helmet? The unstoppable insect. The conviction cockroach. The skill is conviction. Almost there. Let's go down to your shins. What is the tiny creature with fast wings? The one making you bow your head? The humble hummingbird. The skill is humility. Fantastic. Now grab your ankles. What is strapped to your ankles, helping you climb? The feathered wings. From the ambitious angel, the skill is ambition. And now the final one. Look at your feet. Who is standing on your feet, whispering to you kindly? The gentle animal from Australia? The kind kangaroo. The skill is kind candor. You did it. You walked through your entire palace. How did you do? I bet you did much better than you expected. I bet you surprised yourself. Take a moment to feel proud of what you just did. But here's the real test. Let's see how strong these memories are. Let's jump around. Are you ready? Quickly touch your chest. What is there? Empathy, elephant. The skill is empathy. Good. Now touch your knees. What is there? Conviction, cockroach. The skill is conviction. Yes. Now touch your nose. What is there? Self-aware hair. The skill is self-awareness. How about your thighs? Patient pigs. Patience. And the top of your head? Gratitude, gorilla, gratitude. Do you see? The information is not in a weak line. You do not have to start at the beginning every time. Each memory is anchored to a specific spot. You have not just memorized a list, you have created a mental database. You can go to any spot and pull out the information. It is incredible. Do you want to really blow your own mind? Let's try to do it backward from feet to head. This is the expert level. Let's try. What is on your feet? Kind kangaroo, kind candor. What is on your ankles? Ambitious angel, ambition. What is on your shins? Humble hummingbird, humility. What is on your knees? Conviction, cockroach, conviction. You see, it works. You can continue all the way to the top of your head. The information is locked in. It is organized. And it is yours to keep. Section 6. How to use this every day. My wonderful friend, what you have just learned is so much more than a fun trick. It is a real powerful skill. And you can use it for almost anything you want to learn. It is not just for memorizing lists. You can use it for big ideas, for study frameworks, for speeches you need to give, for the important ideas from any book you read. Imagine you are reading a chapter in a history book. It can be difficult to remember all the facts, but now you have your body palace. You can take the main idea of the chapter and place it on your head. Create a crazy image for it. Then you read the first important point, the first argument. You turn that into a strange image and put it on your nose. Maybe there is an important date you need to remember, like the year 1492. You can create an image for that date and put it in your mouth. By the time you finish the chapter and get to your feed, you have anchored the entire chapter's main points to your body. You have a map of the information, and your body is just your first palace. It is just the beginning. You are not limited to one palace. You can have many, many memory palaces. Any place you know very well can be a palace. Your car can be a palace. The driver's seat is spot 1. The passenger seat is spot 2. The glove box is spot 3. The back seat is spot 4. Your route to work or school can be a palace. Your front door is spot 1. The big tree on the corner is spot 2. The coffee shop is spot 3. The bus stop is spot 4. Any location you know well can become a powerful place to store knowledge. Your bedroom, your kitchen, your favorite park. You can have hundreds of spots to store information. Now, how do we make these memories permanent? How do we make sure they last for a long, long time? The forgetting curve is still there. So we need to tell our brain that this information is important to keep. You can combine your body palace with 2 other proven ideas. This will create a super learning system for you. The first idea is reviewing. We need to review the information, but there is a smart way to do it. It is called spaced repetition. That just means you review with spaces of time in between. Now that the information is in your palace, you need to visit your palace again. This tells your brain, hey, I used this information again. It must be important. So here's what you do. In about 1 hour, take a quick mental walk through your body palace. It will only take 1 minute, from your head to your feet. Then do it again tomorrow, just a quick walk. Then maybe you wait 3 days, and you do it again. Then you do it again once next week. Every time you review, you make the memory path in your brain stronger and stronger. It is like walking on a path in the forest. The more you walk on it, the clearer the path becomes. This process moves the information from your short-term memory into your long-term memory. It becomes a permanent part of you. The second idea is to use the Feynman technique. Richard Feynman was a very famous scientist, a physicist, and he had a simple rule for learning. He said, the best test to know if you understand something is if you can explain it simply to someone else. So the best way to make your memory even stronger is to teach it. Find a friend or a family member and teach them the 12.5 skills. Walk them through your body palace. Tell them, okay, on the top of my head is a gratitude gorilla. This represents gratitude. Explain what gratitude means. Explain the funny picture. This process of teaching forces your brain to work. It has to find the information. It has to organize it. And it has to explain it in simple words. This makes the memory so deep and so solid in your mind. So you have a complete system for learning. First, you use the body palace to learn actively, PI method. Second, you use spaced repetition to remember it over time. Reviewing third, you use the Feynman technique to understand it deeply. Teaching. This is how you change from a passive reader to a master learner. You can do this. You have already started. My dear friend, today we learned something very important. We learned why you sometimes forget what you read. It is not your fault. You were being a passive observer. You were watching the river of information flow by. But more importantly, you learned how to change that. You learned how to become an active creator, a creator of your own memories. You used the ancient and powerful idea of the memory palace. You used your own body, and you proved to yourself that it works. You did not just listen to me talk about an idea. You built a palace, you furnished it, and you remembered everything inside. I want you to remember this feeling. Memory is not something you are born with. It is not fixed. Memory is a skill. It is a muscle. And maybe for a long time, you have let that muscle rest. Today, you did not just learn a fun trick. You started training that muscle. You started waking it up. You started making new strong connections in your beautiful brain. That sad, empty feeling after you finish reading a page that can be a memory from the past. You now have the tool. You have the method. You can make sure that when you spend your time reading a book, you get a real reward for your time. You keep the knowledge you work to get. You are capable of so much. And I am so proud of you for taking this step today. If this was helpful for you, if you feel a little more powerful today, I would be so grateful if you would subscribe to the podcast. It helps us continue to make more lessons like this for you. And now, I have a question for you. I really want to hear your answer. What is the first thing you are going to learn with your new body palace? Is it a new book you are reading? Is it a speech you need to give? Is it a set of principles for your life? Please let me know in the comments section. I am so excited to see what you will build in your palace. Thank you for your time, your energy, and your trust today. Now go and start building. See you next time, my friend.